lifing. Uh, yeah, life has been really lifing. So, but I'm definitely glad that we finally got the chance to do this because, like, I'm like, yeah, we need this episode.
Absolutely need this episode, but guess what?
What?
Everything happens in perfect timing. So here we are.
True story. I agree with you on that one. Real true story. All right, so hold on one second. Damn it. There we go.
Yep.
So, hey, girl.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm blessed to be here
Amen. Amen. A day above the ground is a good day.
every single time.
That's what's up. So, before we get started, I do want to say thank you for being a guest on my episode of Life Journey, because we are definitely talking about enjoying the journey today. And I want to say it's you who thought of that, who made me think of that that title. So thank you for that inspiration. I appreciate that very much. Before we get started, I do want to allow you to shout out your businesses.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's get it. So, right now, my latest brand is Yes We Can with two A's, CAAM. And Yes We Can came from a gift that was given to my daughter before she was even born. Um,
Nice.
Essentially, her godmother gave her a business upon her entrance into this world. And so, with that being said, I decided to take her and her siblings' names um, and turn it into an acronym. So, CAN is an acronym for Camden, Alea, Amari, and Nevaeh.
Oh,
So anything you ask us in this business, we are definitely able. Yes, we can. Yes, we can provide you with party rentals. Yes, we can provide you with event planning. Yes, we can provide you with travels. Yes, we can provide you with business credit. Yes, we can provide you with lending. Yes, we can. Okay. Yes, we can.
I
And
like that.
so that's kind of how that came about. Like anything for them, we can do it. We're going to do it. So yes, we can. So that's the brand right now. So I am astonished with it. It takes us through many different platforms. It doesn't leave us at a standstill. We're always able to pivot within the Yes We Can brand. So I'm happy to have it. Thank you for allowing me to shout it out. If you guys
Yeah.
need party rentals, party planning, even potential venues, we have partnerships there. If you need assistance with your travels, you like to join a travel club, if you like to learn more about e-commerce, forex, anything like that, yes, we can help you with all those different avenues. If you're not sure if we can help you, just call me and I'm sure the answer is yes, we can. Just give us a call. Um, Even a text message, 980-288-8671. Just shoot a text message. Is
Mm,
this yes, we can? I'm sure we're going to respond back. Yes, it is. And you just let us know what your needs are, and we're more than happy to help fill the needs for you.
yes. I
Yeah.
love it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for shouting that out. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Something you need. She was very resourceful, and like she said, yes, she can. Okay, I
Oh,
love that.
yes, and thank you for the platform. I greatly appreciate it. You
Always.
gave me a lot of credit for the episode's name today. That actually came from a conversation that we were having of a situation you had. So, are you
Right.
going to introduce that situation today?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, let's talk about
Okay, let's
it.
talk about it. Let's get it
Let's talk
going
about
because transparency is transparency. And I
it
begged the
very much
Windex,
is.
baby. So let's get it.
Very much is. So yeah, let's talk about that. The conversation basically started because I was feeling bad with the situation that I was in. Let's start off from the beginning. So I met someone and I was trying to get to know them basically, right? So I did things like send them money for lunch and send them, messages saying you're a great father, you're, a good black man, you're blessed, and this, and things like that. And long story short is he basically didn't have time for me, and I started feeling bad because I'm like, why doesn't this man want me? And I didn't understand it. Like I really could not understand it, the situation at all. And the conversation that me and you started talking about was basically like you just gotta take it for what it is. And long, I felt like it was just like move on. Enjoy what you could enjoy from it, and then move on. Is that basically how you felt? Like how you was telling me about it? Like I should just kind of enjoy what I could and then move on because there's no point in sitting there waddling in it and feeling bad.
Absolutely. So here's where I'm gonna jump in, right? You
Yeah,
called me. Well, I think I saw a post you made or
it was
something,
a post. Yeah.
and I called you like, wait a fucking minute, because ain't nowhere in the hell my friends sitting there waddling about some shit like that. Okay, because one, we're goddesses, and we have to remember that we continue to have goddess energy,
Right,
which means that the confidence is there, and it's the confidence in all that you do, whether you're right or wrong.
right,
When you're wrong, you're still strong enough and confident enough to remain confident. I mean, coachable, right?
right,
Coachable.
right,
So it's not that you're confident in being wrong. It's confident that I can still get better at this. It's confident that I can get through this. Okay. So, in that aspect, you are always, I am always, we're always ready to train each other, coach each other on the next level. And I was like, wait a minute. I cannot be associated with somebody who's just sitting there moping about this because no, that ain't our realm.
no,
That's not our
right.
thing. Me and my homegirls, we know what's up. So let me call my friend and remind her where the fuck her crown goes. So, we kind of went into details about the post and stories. Just like you said, you were feeling down and that. And why him and why me and not me? And why is it not me and me and me and me?
Yep,
And essentially, what we came out with was that we were rushing the journey.
yep,
We were trying to get to an end point. And in trying to run and get to this end point, we're doing all these sweet things in between there. We're
hmm,
giving a lot of effort when essentially he didn't even earn what you was
none of
giving.
that. Right,
Didn't even earn it. So it was like, okay, in the efforts to hurry up and make him your man, let me give him benefits that he doesn't deserve.
does not
And
deserve. Yep,
with that being said, he turned around and gave you exactly who he was,
yep,
a
yep.
person that didn't deserve your
Any of that.
benefit. He didn't
My
deserve
energy, my
the
time, none of that.
he didn't deserve the hey, good morning, King. He didn't, which was the motivation to get your day started well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Let me help you go into the world with my words first thing. Let me acknowledge that I'm thinking of you as soon as I in my slumber. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Not only did I think of you, but I'm thinking about the rest of your day. I'm thinking about your well being. I'm caring about who you are as you have to face the world for today. He
Hmm.
didn't care nothing about the lunches. He just was sitting back receiving, which makes him more of a receiver, not a giver.
Hmm.
Which is not bad for everybody because hey, there's somebody for everybody. But sir, at some point, as a man, you either say, "Hey, mama, I love this. This is amazing." But I have not yet earned this, and I would like to date you more. I would like to show you more. I would like to do
Hmm.
X, Y, and Z more. Or even, hey, listen, we ain't there. Let's not cross this line. Let's learn each other more before we do X, Y, and Z, before I accept X, Y, and Z. But now his slouchy ass was just taking, 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 receiving, 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 eating up all the motherfucking benefits and shit. And
Girl,
then had the nerve to just be like, yeah, nah, I don't want nothing. Well, why you didn't say that to start
why
with?
you didn't say that from the beginning? And that was my whole thing. Like, I would have been okay if you just would have said, I'm not interested. But, and then that also goes into, I have to learn to use my discernment more, right? Because I think a lot of times in life, we like to take people for their word. And I say it all the time, like your word is your word, but your actions define your words. So I should have used my discernment a lot more instead of me getting upset about it. Like when I go back and look over this, I really think about what I did and I try to hold myself accountable for it. And like you said, I was rushing into it because I was trying to make him my man. Like it was about to be summertime. Like I wasn't really
Okay,
trying to be single this summer.
didn't want to have a hot girl summer. Okay, I was trying to, I was trying to put this little baby on ice. Okay, so I get it, and trust me, I get it. I've been there. I have done that. But every time that I have been there, done that, and when I look back at it, I was rushing the journey. And we
Yeah.
do this in multiple areas, not just areas where we're dating. We even
Yep.
do this at jobs. Oh, I'm gonna get here in this job. I'm gonna work my ass off, and they're gonna make me the manager.
Hmm.
Well, they can't make you a manager if a manager position isn't available.
Right. Exactly.
They can't make you a manager if you haven't fully mastered being at the bottom of the chain. Like, you have to kind of say, you know what, I applied to this job, I got this job. Let me do exactly what I was hired for and enjoy that part. But no, we be putting ourselves in places and we think we're supposed to hurry up and be at the next step already.
And it
Well,
don't be like
why?
that.
Why didn't you apply for the next step if you have to be there that fast? You know what I'm saying? So far immediately right away. Um,
Facts.
and so I have to learn. You have to take the time out to enjoy the journey. Even with parenting, people will tell you all the time, "Oh, I can't wait for my baby to do this. I can't wait for my baby to do that." And then they turn around and tell the next new parent, "Oh, you're gonna miss them when they get bigger."
Yep. Yep. That is
But why do
exactly
you miss
right.
it? You miss it because you rushed the journey.
Yep.
Like, take every day for exactly what it is. It is what it is. Today is Tuesday. Enjoy Tuesday. Because you're going to close your eyes and look up and it's going to be Tuesday again. And what the fuck happened to last week?
Gone.
Gone. So,
Gone.
now let me also ask you, because I don't want to go too far off the topic or the situation. How did you meet this guy?
I met him at an event that I went to. So I was at an event. My homegirl was doing poetry. So I went to the event. I saw him. He saw me. We looked at each other. He was like, you're cute. Let me follow you on social media. I didn't even get his number until a month later. Like we were on social media, doing all this, going back and forth. So yeah.
Okay, so, and again, I bathe on Windex. I have, and I feel like almost that was low key online dating, like y'all met in person,
Basically.
and then you just so how what part about that was like, let me send him some lunch money.
That's a good question because yeah, that's a good. Well, so I don't know. You know what? When I thought about it initially, I was like, let me do something that I bet no other female has ever done, or let me show him that I'm different. I thought that in my mind, I thought that that was going to be like something, show him I'm somebody different, that I'm not out here trying to use a dude for his money type. So I was like, you ate, if would it be too much if I send you some money for lunch? And he was like, I've never had a woman do that for me before. I sent him money, and I sent him money twice. And I don't know. It was just I thought I was being different, or I was
So
trying to be different.
essentially, you was in a rat race with somebody that didn't exist.
Basically, I guess.
Okay,
But truth be told, though, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like my intuition never really steers me wrong with certain things. I'm pretty sure he was involved with someone else.
which makes him even more piece of trash because why is you ever getting involved with somebody else taking my motherfucking change, sir?
I went through a lot of emotions in the last couple of months about this. Which is why you saw those posts that I posted because I knew he was watching my Facebook page. And a couple times I would make a post about the situation, and he would come in my inbox, be like, "Dang, babe, why is it like that? Why you this, that, and the third?" And I'm like, I don't even understand why you're asking me these questions because I came to you and I told you what my intentions were. I wanted to get to know you. I wanted us to go out. We were supposed to go out. He told me to call him that day. I called him, text him. He never even answered. He looked at my text message. That's like stuff like that, shit like that. That shit pissed me off even more. I'm like, what the fuck is what's the issue? Like what's the issue here? I don't got time. I'm always busy. Ain't no fucking way. You're not I don't give a fuck what you say. You're not that too fucking busy. You're not that busy. Like, kill me with that. So it was just a lot. I went through a lot of emotions with that situation because I thought I was being different. I thought I was doing something to show that I was a different breed. Like I don't know why I chose to send him money for lunch. I even
Now,
tried to
how
cook for
fine was
him,
he? Because, like,
girl.
y'all were at the event. He
Mhm.
saw you. He told you you were cute. You
Mhm.
saw him, and obviously you deemed him cute enough to exchange handles.
Mhm.
Did he tell you you were cute first? Like, who was the initiator here?
He was.
Okay, so he was the initiator, and he still just didn't give anything.
No.
Yeah,
I was on a dummy mission. But I don't blame him. I blame me. Like that. When you go back and look at everything, I don't blame him. I blame me. It was all on me. That was
as
on me.
you should. Okay, so I'm not blaming him for anything. That doesn't mean I still can't reserve the right to be disgusted at his behavior. Like, sir, what the fuck was that? Like, what a part about your grown ass said, let me initiate conversation or some sort of interaction with the opposite sex that's supposed to lead to a place. And then now in the journey, I'm going to play out through this mug and there is no destination. Like, why
None.
would you do that?
None. And he gaslighted me the whole 2.5 months. He literally gaslighted me. It was, oh, I'm trying to get to know you. Babe, you got my number. You can call me. You can text me. Oh, you babe. I'm like, what? Girl, what? I felt like I was in high school all over again.
Okay,
That
as you should have, because that's exactly how he played it. He played it like y'all played around in the gym,
yeah.
and like his mama and them don't give him $2 for lunch, and your mama does. And that is wild. That was absolutely wild. Now, again, the thing is, you saw him and you thought he was cute. You had intentions to like chill for the summer. You want to put a little baby on ice and shit,
Mhm.
and that's why you chose what you chose. Um, but even still, like he should have been a better selection for himself. Like, sir, you embarrassing your mama.
And I told him like, listen, I would have rather you just say I'm not interested. And then so the last straw was when I sent him a message and I was like, it's clear that you don't want me, and it's cool. I get it. I would have rather you have told me that, but like I said, I get it. He's like, who? I never said I didn't want you. I'm trying to get to know you. You should come love me. Like what? Motherfucker, is you serious? Is you serious? Because I've been doing everything. I was reaching out. Like I said, I'm sending him these little quotes. You black man, you are beautiful. You're a great father. I'm trying to go out on a date. Let's go out. Let's go hang out and chill, go laugh, and listen to some music. Like I was doing all of this trying to, I guess, if people want to say I was trying to prove myself to this nigga. And that's where I was pissed off at me because why are you trying to prove something to a motherfucker that don't even care? Literally, that's what it came down to. Like, why are you proving something, trying to prove something to a motherfucker that don't even care? He don't care. He don't give two fucks. So why are we doing this? So I just backed off, and that was good. I deleted him on my phone. I was like, it's time for me to move on. That's 2.5 months of wasted energy on somebody that was never gonna give me the time of day.
Right, which is wild. Like, but again, like, so you initiated. So you're you're literally asking for what I'm providing. But what was the true intention? Like, was your true intention to scam me from my heart? Like, what is that?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I guess I just don't really understand
I don't either.
folks
I
these
don't either.
days anymore.
I don't either, girl. I ain't gonna lie. I don't either. I be confused. Like, what is going on? What is it?
So now, with that being said, remember we were talking about like enjoying the journey. I do still feel very much that had you taken the time out or allowed the time to kind of guide you on where things were going,
Hmm.
whether you tapped into your spirit of discernment or not, because we know that everybody doesn't have that,
Right.
that simply you would have seen that he wasn't on nothing. It wouldn't have
Basically.
taken being hurt to see what it was because essentially he never really gave you anything to start with, like
Facts.
other than
Real
a
facts.
compliment.
Facts. That's
And we
true.
took this compliment and we ran off with it.
Yep. I agree with you 100% on that. Like, I would not argue that at all. Whole dummy mission. I was on a dummy mission.
And yes, it was also, I mean, granted, he was a disgusting individual, but, also it was by choice. We all have a choice. Like, everything is always left or right, yes or no, up or down. It just literally is what it is. However, some people can guide those choices. And I don't know because I'm not fully aware of like all of the conversations, but I'm sure at some point, well, you did say he told you like you were his baby. And, he pretty much said, like, this is where we're going, but he just didn't show it,
He didn't show it.
right? And because he gave you that this is where we're going, like, yeah, we gonna be together. Like the anxiety of it. And for whatever reason, we live in a society where everything's real anxious and it just gotta happen right now. Oh, microwave
Hmm.
ass shit. So, and then Lil got the air fryer, which makes it even faster. So it's just like the type of world we live in makes us feel like we gotta have it right now.
Right now.
But we gotta start like slowing down and taking the time to breathe. And when I say that, I mean like, hey, I meet you today. Hey, how you doing? All right. Well, tomorrow. Hey, how you doing? You know what? I'm doing a little bit better.
Hmm.
Okay. And then the day after that, I'm doing a little bit better. And today is actually, my birthday or something. Like we have to be able to start building on things. Everything that grows has some sort of foundation. And for
Right.
whatever reason, we forget that in relationships.
In life, period, in general. That's a fact.
Yeah, like even with my current situation or whatever, there are times where I completely forget the foundation and I be living like a whole married woman. And it's just like, wait a minute, y'all ain't that far. It's nice. You're comfortable in that, but also sometimes being too comfortable, we bump heads. And then I have
Hmm.
to check myself like, well, it's because you in here doing wife shit and you're not a wife. Also, still rushing. Shut up. Exactly. He's talking about just chill. So I'm chilling. Exactly. That's what we're talking about. Enjoying the journey and not rushing
And
to the
not rushing
destination.
into it. Yeah.
Right, because you got to get your money up for me because I don't play like that. Exactly. Because why? Because why? Exactly.
But you knew what you signed up for, so don't act surprised. You knew what you signed up for. You can't even be surprised. You already knew what it was when you met her. So
Okay. And I'm gonna also be transparent. And I'm glad he's right here and just jump right into our podcast because, baby, you talking about somebody who tried to destroy the journey before it started. That was me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm
Oh,
trying to get to know you."
wow.
I was like, "Yeah, no, no, you're not."
No, you're not. I'm talking about all the way down. Over that.
I was like, "No, you're not."
And here it is. Here it is. What, 3 years, 2 years later? She woke up black. 2 years later, we got a stinker black.
Okay.
We got a stinker black.
So since you're here and you jumped in this podcast, what was your thoughts when I was like, "No, you're not"? What did that do for you?
It kind of,
Hmm.
I was, I wasn't big on accepting no.
Okay.
So it didn't sit with me well. I didn't know how to accept a no or a turn down. I didn't know how
Mm.
to accept it.
It wasn't rejection though.
It wasn't, but it was just like, damn, I got to wait. Hey, damn, I'm not gonna be late. But you're right. It wasn't rejection. It was just I just had a hard time with waiting. But you know what they say? Good things come to those who wait. So I waited
Hmm.
What did you wait for?
to get to know you.
Okay.
You wouldn't give me the time. I ain't gonna say you wouldn't give me the time of day. You did give me the time of day because if you weren't interested, you wouldn't never even said nothing.
Hmm.
I remember what you had on. You had on that black skirt, them little Barbie doll flat shoes, and a blue shirt. Yeah, I remember.
He says that all the time, but I don't think I own this outfit,
Yes, you
y'all.
do.
I don't think I own this outfit. I think he might be saying it in reverse. I remember having on a pair of black tights with a pair of blue tights with a black poplin shirt. And we know the poplin
Mm.
shirts give off a little
Mhm.
skirt type situation.
It does.
I,
Yep, it does.
You had
I'm
on,
not the skirt
you
type.
had on a black skirt because I remember I seen your butt. I was looking at your butt.
I
That's
ain't got no ass.
what I was looking at like, hey, she got on that skirt. She ain't really got that much butt back there, but she look good. Though. She's great. And you went back because I hate them shoes. That's how I remember your whole outfit. I hate them shoes. Them Barbie doll or ballerina looking shoes, them flat shoes.
The
The
shoes I try to toss
flats.
in the shoes.
Yeah, I hate them shoes with a passion. I'm talking about. But,
That's funny. That's cute.
but here we are.
Okay, here we are. So, do you think that our journey would be different if I had not gave you warnings or if I was not honest with you about who I was from the beginning?
Uh, yep.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
what's up. Yeah.
mm, what do
Suda can't help you.
you have to? Yes, it would have been different because I would know what I was getting into.
Mm,
You put everything on the line. You did. You put everything on the line.
mm-hmm.
I respect that. That's how it was meant to be. You put everything on the line. That was that.
And that was it. Put
Yeah,
it out there.
yeah. Put it out there, and
Oh.
it was meant to be.
It was a long ass list too, y'all.
I'm
I'm
telling
telling
you. I think I still got the
you
list in my
everything.
old phone too. I'm telling you.
Right.
The list?
Should have started it.
It was one of the ones where you have to tap the type message. You got to tap the message to view all. That's how long
Oh,
it was.
goodness.
that, that,
'Cause I was like, yeah, you
okay,
be
but
trying to fuck me for real, cause this. He was like, why? And I was like, first of all, I'm Brady. Second of all, da 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 da. I'm talking about long.
Brad, I'm talking about everything. It's the whole list of things. I got to have my way when I want my way, how I want my way, whatever way, four way, three way. I mean, you got to have it your way. Burger King.
And why did I tell you I had to have that? You remember?
Mm, I don't remember.
Because I can do it all for myself.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I have already given
yeah,
it to
and you
myself.
did say that. You did. You did say
Hmm.
you did. You definitely did.
Hmm.
I do for myself. That's why you were single. You ain't need no nigga to take care of me. I get my own shit. in my own phone.
It wasn't that I didn't need a nigga, but it was
Yeah.
like it came from a place of I have this standard and I created this
Oh,
level of
give
standard
me a hug,
for
nigga.
me.
Give me a hug.
And so
Right.
therefore
Give me
anybody
a hug.
that enter into my space, my energy, my efforts, they also needed to understand
No,
that level of standard as well.
you just not. You
So
can-
it was like, meet this standard and then you gotta take me a little bit beyond that. Like
Beyond that, because I can do it myself.
yeah.
otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like without the whole idea of what this nigga doing, who this nigga with, what this nigga got going on, and you know what I'm saying, without the headache of potentially
Worrying
becoming
about,
outside of myself
yeah.
and then
I
feeling like
recently had
I
an
need to
incident like
rush
that.
the journey. Huh?
I said I recently just had an issue like that.
Exactly.
Like and I think that so this whole other journey that I've been on is because I've been single for about 3.5 years and I have not had someone to say, hey, I got your back. Hey, if you don't got it, I got it. Type situation. So for me, this journey has been something different for me. And when we talk about enjoying the journey, I will say I am enjoying the journey. Sometimes I do get a little sad because I'm like, yo, I'm tired. Somebody please come have my back. But I've had to learn that regardless, I've got to have my own back no matter what. And so I think that that scares off a lot of dudes because they're like, oh, she can do it all by herself. What she need a nigga for? I don't
Absolutely.
say that. I don't say that, but it's basically like, why are you coming around me if you're not finna have my back or take me to a level that's beyond what I'm already
Yeah,
on?
because the level I'm already on.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if I'm doing this all by myself, why do I need you to bring some extra? I don't need a headache. I don't want to take care of a grown person. I got 2 kids of my own. I don't want to take care of extra person. Like it's stuff like that. And so in my journey, I'm learning not to say I don't need a nigga, because let's be honest, I could use a man, but I don't need you if you're not finna take me beyond the level that I'm already at. You know what I'm saying? So this journey has been real interesting.
Absolutely. And let me say, like, this ain't just simply in reference to finances. This is
Right,
mindset,
right,
emotional, the physical. Like we both go back and forth with, are we working out today? I get on my kick where it's like, yep, I'm taking my walk every 30 minutes. I'm talking about, sorry, I'm taking my walk every day for 30 minutes and me and my brand new baby. And then because I put forth the effort, he like, what, all right, well, I'm a jog then. So
right.
at this time, he out jogging me and I ain't walking. But the thing is, we're both encouraging each other to do that in one way or the other.
That's how it's supposed to
Um,
be.
and now he's trying to make me jog. It's too hot.
You can power it. You still got to go. You can power it.
Oh
But
Lord.
she got a lot up there in the top. You sure she gonna be able to do that? I'm
She
just
ain't got
saying,
the
like,
job, but just know we ain't going out in the morning like everybody else try to beat the sun. We going out as soon as when the sun come up and when it's at
ooh,
its peak. I'm talking about that's when we going out the job.
ooh,
Sun high in the sky.
bless your heart, bless your
I'm a,
heart.
I'm a power walk.
See, and this is where I have to educate him on the thing called hydration and
Yeah,
proper
Okay,
hydration
proper
and
hydration.
piggyback because sir, you're not gonna have me passed
we
out.
gonna have hydration after you jog,
Cause
after
that's
you power walk.
you need to have that while you're jogging, cause that
Uh-uh.
sun gonna beat you.
So this is the thing. This is how I look at it. I don't get nothing to drink before I leave. That was what make the journey more better because I know if I start jogging and I get thirsty, it's a store up the street, so I know I'm gonna need to continue so I can get to the store so I can get something to drink. That's how I look at it. And I'm like, if I ain't got nothing to drink, then that's gonna make me go a little bit harder because I need to get to the store and get some. Yeah. So
Damn that journey, because ain't nowhere in the fucking hell I'm passing out before I get there.
if you pass out, I'm gonna make sure I will jog the rest of the way so I can get you something.
Look how Tootie looking.
Before I
She said,
get to the
no.
store, I done been passed out before I get to the
Right,
store.
and so he gonna keep jogging to get to the
And leave
stove
me
before he can
passed
pick
out.
me. Right. On the south. Sir, sorry. I do not take that. I do not take naps outside. I'm good.
Don't look at it. Look at it as
That's funny. That's
You
not
talking about don't
happening.
look at it as a nap, look at it as I'm passed out. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Yeah, fuck that journey. Look, and this is where we're gonna pivot. I'll find another way.
Right.
But also like a lot of men will look okay, so remember how you just said men will look at you and be like, oh, well, if I gotta do all of that, then what she need me for? Let me tell
Mhm.
you this story. I went to this party. It was at my cousin's house party, nice little party. She's a little older, and of course, I fit in with all the older people, 10 years and up or whatever. My uncle also came to the party, and he brought his coworker, and he said, "Hey, coworker, this is my niece. Niece, this is coworker." I'm like, "All right, cool. Hey, coworker, how you doing?" I
Mhm.
attempted to like walk off. At this point, I'm also not gonna lie. I don't know if the intention was for the coworker to holler at me or what. I don't know. He kept on talking to me. We having a conversation. He's asking me like, what do I do for a living? And I'm giving him the rundown. At the time, I own my own dispatch transportation company. I own my own hygiene line. I'm doing everything that I can. I'm also doing side consulting work. I think I might have even had a part-time job at that time. Blase blah. So he's
Right.
asking me questions, and I'm thinking we're just having an above surface conversation because one, I don't like small talk, so I would have ended that like way long. So I'm like, okay, he's interesting, and I guess I'm also interesting. Y'all, at the
Right.
end of the conversation, the man was like, that's intimidating other men, right? And I was like, what?
Mhm.
He was like, you're intimidating. And I was like,
Mhm.
how? Like,
Mhm.
I'm not being over masculine, which they love to say that, oh, girls act like men. We at a party, so
Mhm.
I got my cutest one too on, lipstick and everything. Okay, I'm
Okay.
walking in my strong level of femininity right now because it's a party. I'm trying to be cute, and
Okay.
then even in the conversation, it's going like this. It's not like high energy, mind you. It's nighttime. We done had a little drink, so it's like real smooth. So how the hell is this intimidating? And who the fuck asked you?
Right. Like who asked you?
So you mean to tell me your old ass sat here and had this conversation for me, and out of all of the intricate details that we shared, the only thing you took from it is, oh, she's intimidating.
Mm-mm.
So from that, I was like, you know what? No, you're intimidated, and you're not gonna manipulate me to make me feel like I need to be smaller in order to get a man, because
Right.
the right man will take everything that I just gave him and he'd be turned on, and then he'd still see where he can add value
To that.
to for him and for the future we need to build.
Listen.
Because your small minded ass just said I'm intimidating because you ain't got shit going on
Simple minded. Yep.
other than your 9 to 5, and baby, I ain't knocking a 9 to 5, because if that's your thing, that's your thing. If that's where you are, if you have joy in your journey, that's where you have joy in your journey. But don't take my journey and act like it. So, um, yeah, girl, I don't know where I was at, but listen, I can go off on a tangent. But the thing is, we can take the anxiety out of a lot of things if we just simply sit back and become water. Water has to
Mm.
go with the flow. Water can only go where boundaries are released.
so that's what you're gonna do.
Mm.
Hmm.
And so I'm
So
chilling
that's what
and
you're
I
gonna
have
do.
to become water.
That's what I gotta become. I'ma just chill.
Yeah, you gotta
Just gonna
chill.
chill.
And so the thing is, water, let me tell you the basic thing about water, right? The property of water. Water can become almost anything. Water becomes soda, water becomes juice, water becomes tea. It takes on whatever property is given to it, right?
Right.
So if nothing is being put in the water, it stays water.
Get that.
Mm.
Get that to me.
Water only becomes tea once a tea leaf is inserted into the water, it's heated, it's boiled, it's a process. And we all respect this process of getting us a good old cup of sweet tea, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But then it'd be
Yes,
weird when
ma'am.
people turn around and be like, "Oh, I don't drink water," as if it's
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world you can have. But if we enjoy the journey, aka the process, we have a little bit more respect on water name, right?
Facts.
So we have to do the same for ourselves when we're meeting new people, whether it be a romantic relationship, a platonic relationship, even a business relationship. Like, hey, let's enjoy the getting to know each other part. Let's enjoy the work we put in versus only the outcome. Because if you're only looking for an outcome, you'll never enjoy what it is that you do. And what's the saying? If you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
You'll never work a day in your life. Yes, that's a fact. That is a whole fact.
Now, we had this conversation months ago. So, with that being said, have you met anyone else new since this conversation? And have you implemented any changes in the way that you've been interacting with people?
Yes, I have. Well, okay, so yeah, I have. I met somebody new, and then a few people that from my past have come up. One of the dudes that I used to talk to, we kind of just wrapped it. We wasn't really like dating. He came back around, and this was like his third time coming back around, and he was trying to rush into stuff, and I'm like, I'm not about to rush into anything with anybody. Luckily for me, I listened to my intuition that time because he got mad at me because I didn't want to rush into like a situation with him, and he called me everything he could call me in the book, girl.
Ooh,
And I said I was just waiting for that to happen. It was just something about it. Like it had to be a reason why the first two times things never went any further with us. And in my mind, it was like it's something about him. I just don't know what it is. I can't see what it is just yet. But in my mind's eye, I'm like, it's something about him that's not right. So this last time he came around, he was trying to rush into stuff with me. He's like, "Oh, I see you got potential," and that's what he kept saying. You got potential. You look like you a good woman. You seem like a good woman. You very smart. You got potential. And I'm just like, it's just something about you, and you in a relationship with a woman, just like he was in a relationship with another woman when we first met. So because I didn't want to rush into moving out of my house and moving into a house with him or whatever this other business adventures he was trying to do, he cursed me out. Like he left me a 5 minute message cursing me slap out because I didn't want to be bothered with him. And I said, you know what? I'm glad that I listened to myself this time and I didn't rush into it because I just knew that it wasn't gonna work out. So new guy I met, I'm not rushing into that with him either. And I told him like we can try to work on getting to know each other, but I'm not about to rush into it. So I'm learning, take it one day at a time. I'm not in a hurry, literally not in a hurry, because not only that, I'm a mother first. I got kids, so they come first regardless. And then I come first, and then my kids. I'm sorry, I have to put it like that because I do come first. Because if I'm not right, then
absolutely.
how can I be right for my kids? So I come
Exactly.
first,
You
and
do.
so I just that's where I've been at lately with it.
Okay. So now, also, when we're saying enjoy the journey, and I'm just going to keep it a book,
A book.
the
Thank
way
you.
that you explain what you learn, it almost gave me the context of I'm slowing down just so I can see the bad apple. But it didn't give me I'm slowing down and this is the good that I got from slowing down. So what good did you get from
Oh,
slowing
okay.
down?
Well, the good that I got from it was that I didn't end up in something where my feelings would have got hurt. Like I, I listened to myself. That's the good that I got out of it. I'm not trying to put it in a bad perspective. If it come out that way, I don't mean for it to.
Hmm.
I do see that I've learned a lot more, and this is in a matter of a few months. So I've learned how to just, like you said, slow down. I listen to myself. I process things a little different. I'm not trying to look at the bad in folks. I just look at
Hmm.
what it is. It is what it
Right.
is.
It is what it
Um,
is.
So
And how did it make you feel to dodge those bullets?
I felt good. It felt like it was a blessing. It felt like to me it was like you didn't waste time. You didn't waste time that you can't get back, energy that you can't get back, and it allowed me to stay focused on other things that I have going on in my journey right now. And yeah, I felt good about it. I was happy actually about it. I dodged the bullet. Like I don't have to worry about that no more. That's out. Wash my hands with it. Moved on. I didn't cry about it. I didn't get upset about it. I waste like 5 minutes looking at it, reading, and thinking about it. And then I moved on.
Okay, I like that for you. I love that for you. Because here's the thing, even in slowing down and enjoying the journey, it means that like dating yourself more, you can now identify what your likes are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, where you like to improve, where you
Yep.
feel like somebody would be beneficial in those areas. And again, none of this means just finances, but hey, don't come broke either because
Okay.
again, that
Please
equates
don't.
to a mindset, right? Like,
It is.
you know,
It is.
and a lot of people will avoid that type of conversation. But for me, that's truly what it is. Like, it does not mean that you have to have a dollar in your pocket every day. Because everybody's going to have ups and downs. However, do you know how to get a dollar? Do
Hmm.
you know where to put this dollar? Like, what is the value? What is the priority? Like, show me what your mind does when we're talking about money or what you think of when you think of money. Like, please don't tell me you got a closet full of Jordans and you ain't got no car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain things like that. So,
Priorities.
exactly. So, when you're enjoying the journey, one, you get to learn yourself, and not only do you get to learn yourself, but you get to learn exactly where you like somebody to be in your life. Like if you are a strong woman and you make your own money, this, that, and the third, you don't need a nigga for that or a man for that per se, then you have learned that, hey, you know what? I'm okay with dating a man that's not a six figure man, but I would still like for him to do X, Y, and Z. Or
Right.
you know what? Because I got six figures, he needs to have six figures to match. Like
Hmm.
in being able to enjoy this journey, you get to enjoy knowing exactly what it is you want and what you don't want, and that allows you to be able to weed people out when you first meet them. Like, well, hey, how you doing? Well, you know what? That's a strong no for me. So we don't
Right.
even need to go past. Hey, how you doing? We don't need to exchange handles. I'll see you when I see you if it's meant to be.
Yep. That is true. I've been that. I will say that I still have more learning to do, like how to not self sabotage
Hmm.
because I'm quick to do that when it comes down to meeting someone. So that is something that in this journey I am learning how to stop doing. So it's a lot of things that I'm still learning.
Okay,
And I'm excited
absolutely.
about it because it's new chapters and new levels that I'm about to embark on.
Amazing. And don't get it twisted,
That's
baby. I still be
right.
revisiting my journey. And in this relationship, we still have a
Well,
journey
yeah.
because, you
So
know, it doesn't end.
I just want to say thank you to Kadejia for joining in, her and her boo, for joining in on this podcast, this episode, which was called Enjoy the Journey. Everything was amazing. The whole conversation was absolutely amazing. Um, like, you just can't get that from anywhere, especially when there's genuine connection between two people. So I really wanted to shout her out. I hope that everybody enjoyed this episode and stay tuned